Hey everybody! I've been enjoying this weekly. I've also been enjoying not playing the weekly on hard mode on YouTube because I'm playing the weekly on hard mode on Twitch. And it's, let's just put it this way. They didn't name it easy mode for a reason. Let me be, how about like a grotesque doggy? Now, all dogs go to heaven, but some of them go to, I don't know what I was going to say. I was going to say some of them go to ugly heaven. I don't want to talk about the how that would affect the scripture if there's a hot heaven and an ugly heaven. I'm not saying which one I would be in. I'm not saying which one you would be in. I'm just, wouldn't it be funny if there were? No, I'm hearing no. I'm hearing this is a sacred topic and we should move on before we offend people. A big hook is coming out from the side of the stage and slowly yanking me, and I am pulling the hook away and I'm saying, no, I've got more to say. I've got more to say. It's not my time yet. Anyway, I got nothing else to say. It's Super Auto Pets. I hope you enjoyed the jokes. Now let's get into some strategy. Level me. Not good. I'm willing to go 4 squatted for a chance to get a good unit. That's a good unit. That's a good unit. I'm not going to sell a duck or a beaver to buy a meerkat, simply because a meerkat is... well, a large hook should come out from the side of the stage and pull it off, honestly. Now, pull it off the stage, not anything 18 plus. I would pass on this one. I think with a 4 squad, we would really expect our dolphin to 2 for 1 right now, so I think we're on like an even playing field. It literally 2 for 1, and we literally drew. I mean, like, we called it from the jump. Most likely to stick around is duck, with the exception that dolphin is probably going to stick around, but it also needs a pineapple more than any other food. So why don't you take this, freeze me. I'd like to win this round. Let's buy a cupcake. We level up the otter next turn, then we have some serious sellables. Great opportunity to possibly get like a penguin here. A penguin would really hit the spot. We win this one. You guys ever notice how easy normal mode feels now that hard mode is out? It's crazy. Please don't buff the other beaver. I'm willing to do this just to avoid it. A crow. Oh, you know what? It's a pretty good get. I would get this before I got the pineapple. It sucks that the crow took one of the buffs, but, you know, that's the price you pay. And hey, the stats are going to be sold eventually, but they're not being sold yet. There's no need to sell a crow immediately. We might want to keep that... I don't know why the game is running so framey, by the way. It might be on my end. I mean, I don't know what has changed. Maybe it's this new cursor. Take this. We can at least get some value out of the stats for now. Holy bursh. Why don't you level... And I don't really love the Doberman here, but the reason I don't mind you leveling early is because I think it does... Dolphin peaks so early that I think you want to invest in it, you know, when it's doing good stuff, not later in the game when you're like, what is this thing even doing here? It's just a very strong team. You got really strong in one round. Holy cow. It's the same person. Different outcome. But also with our crow, we should be able to get a level a little bit more easily. I can't believe we're probably going to get a level 2 crow. It's a little atypical. Okay. I would sell it, and I would buy a scorpion, and then we've got a little double chocolate. Now the thing is, we could use double chocolate next turn to get a bison out there, but that's kind of boring. I would much rather use it to get a tier 5 or even a tier 6 like off the ground. Not too bad. Not too many people seem to run snipers this week. I'm myself notwithstanding, I guess. So I feel like the scorpion is somewhat insulated. Hey, this is nice. I gotta tell you, you're level 1. You're level 1. You're level 3. You're level 5. We have to sell the otter, buy a poodle, get the poodle to level 2 with our better chocolate. Another poodle? We would sell a beaver next turn and buy our other poodle. This is probably something that I would say it represents an immediate regression But the scaling we should get off the top of it goes crazy mode. You don't want what you just did. You don't want that. I'm here to tell you, you've made a grievous error. And hey, level 2 Crow. Not a typical path to victory for us. Or maybe for anyone. Sell me. Place me. And I'm counting my chickens before they've hatched, but this is really good. I think if you have to ask yourself if it's worth getting a cow, the answer is yes. Why don't you take this, which will allow us to buy you? We could... I think we should go big scorpion, too. Like, I mean, Death Touch is the best equipment. We'll keep our cow for now. We'll probably try to get a level 3 poodle, I suppose. It is kind of nutty, isn't it? I mean, our scorpion just 2 for 1s. And then, wait a minute. Oh, I thought we were toasted. We're not toasted. We're kind of cruising with it. Sell me? Buy me? I suppose we could go for another better chocolate, but no thank you. You know what? I'm with 4 HP. Interesting. With 4 HP, I'm kind of in... I'm content to go 4 squatted right now just to maximize these buffs. I mean, round 10, we have a 12-16 Death Touch. That's really good. Even though our squad doesn't necessarily look that impressive, and we are going to lose this, we're going to draw this one. Drawing against a yoked jellyfish is like the ideal outcome if you don't have a yoked jellyfish yourself. So, you know what? Give me big Komodo. This team, like, the order matters a little bit, but you can't stop what we got going on here. Like, we got way too much scaling for round 11. Like, every unit except the Poodle is getting 5/5 per turn or something. It's crazy. And it mattered. Every stat point mattered there. Why don't you take this? I would say take this, and you know, I will give you one of these just because we can. I'm not bragging. We could just got like dream shops, basically. But all I'm saying is I don't see a world where we don't get the 10 on this one. Anything can happen. Like, we could just run into a team that's better than any team I've ever seen 4 times in a row. But, like, you almost can't make a scaling team that scales faster than this, I think. So I'm feeling pretty good. Now I'm also spending money on literally, like, nothing. Wouldn't be the worst thing for you to have a fortune cookie. That's what we wanted. Big 30-34 Scorpion up at the front. Holy cow. No! It loses, or it draws, but it feels like a loss to the other Scorpion. Wait a minute, we still won. Even with that unfavorable trade, we still win. Feels good, man. Go ahead. I don't see a PETA doing it for us here. Me, whenever I see a PETA in-game, I don't see a PETA doing it for us here. You know what? At this stage of the game, you should have a melon. I would also say a melon on your dolphin might be better than a pineapple at this point. We're basically just killing their scalers, which is not that valuable. This was crisp and this was clean. I'm happy with this. Why don't you take a green pepper? I don't know what you want me to do. Like, I'm almost tempted to put... You know what? Can I go nightmare mode on you? I'm almost tempted to put a melon on our scorpion just because it would be funny, and also because 50 damage, which is what we're approaching, is almost death touch guaranteed in and of itself. It's not, because there could be like a big unit that does enough damage to... Oh, okay, they... Hang on, we still won. Okay, never mind. I made a joke and the joke still won. Get owned! Get owned! Melon Scorpion, not something you see too much. Level 3 Poodle, not something you see that much, although you'd always love to. And level 3 Komodo, pretty rare. The Poodle, usually it just shows up, like, too late, but... It was a good one. That was a great start to my recording session today. For me, at least. I don't know, maybe you hate me. You want to see me lose. Be a sandwiched president, like the way that Bill Clinton was sandwiched between the 2 bushes. But knowing him, he probably liked it. It's a joke. Anyway, you should... You hear the news lately? I think it's very realistic that we could be at 4 HP at the end of this. I don't think our team has anything that impressive right now. It's not bad. It's just not... No, we're actually going to win. We're going to have 5 HP in the trophy. Never mind, I was sandbagging you. And here's the thing. You fell for it. Give me this. I'm going to take a crab. I said a crab, by the way. I'm going to take a crab. And I'll tell you full stop. I'm basically just taking the crab. The crab, I said, because I think that it's a path to success that we have not attempted this week. We did do one last week. Tanky crab with a donut that guaranteed death touch from a walrus. That was a cool way to play. This week, I don't know if it's got the sauce, but we're gonna give it a try regardless. We're definitely not gonna take meerkat. I'll tell you that. So it's very tempting to get the opossum, but it's just not a unit I see having much of a future. I'm happy to keep it here as a 5/6, but I don't see it. I don't see it as part of our squad, you know, permanently. So I'm not investing anymore right now. But so far, so good. Good meat. Very pivotable squad, which is a nice way of saying the squad is not very good right now. You know what I like here, though? I think I actually like... I think I like pivoting like almost the whole squad. And then going like, you're buffing a ladybug. 2 rabbits are coming out here to help us buff a ladybug with food. The more HP the ladybug gets, the more the crab gets. So we're basically buffing 2 units. Maybe we don't want that. But in order for this plan to have any legs, we need the crab to level. And then we need to figure out how to give it some attack, which is like not possible. This one feels bad. The croissant stout is a rare combination. Give me this. Give me this. We'll take the level next turn to keep us on the pace we want to be on. Knowing the rabbit's going to level up, I'm actually going to give the rabbit a croissant, which is a little bit strange, but I would be okay being on 3 HP after this. I think that this was kind of like, I mean, you can't be the guy who's like, I'm going to take a slightly weird team, and then when it doesn't work out immediately, you're like, oh, why would I do that? You know, you got to accept that you might encounter some turbulence. Scorpion early seems crazy good. Give me a buy, a sell. Then I'm like, dude, we should start building up the tankiest scorpion of all time. Forget this ladybug. 2-4. Helps you. Still helps the crab. You could take this for now. You're still getting 2 permanent HP off this. I mean, I don't really care if my scorpion has 1 attack. Although at some point we'd like it to have enough attack to kill a unit through melon armor. So like 21 attack eventually. But for it to just... For it to... 2 for 1, or at least 1 for 1 the enemy's strongest unit would feel great. So this is a little out there. I like this. Deer is pretty good, but pardon me, it just doesn't fit what we're going for here. Oh, the mouse. The mouse. Take one of these again. I would at some point like to have a level 3 rabbit. We have to balance that with our desire to not lose right now. Okay, 1 for 1ing with their best unit. Ooh! And you doubted me. I'm going to keep the crab. I said the crab. And I'm just going to go straight for it because I know I want to have it eventually. I'm going to go straight for this level 3 rabbit. A bird of paradise is also a very nice buffer. Okay? And if we could get the bird of paradise leveled, that would be nice. We should move the rabbit up a little bit. 5'11 Scorpion, please run a bunch of weak units at the front. I'm begging you. Oh, baby! We still lose, but it looked good. You gotta admit, it looked good. It's like a place me, sell me, place me. It's tough, right? Crab would immediately go to like more HP. Bird of Paradise is probably best for the long run, but we might not have a long run. And then Giraffe is like a guaranteed 1-1. We're not going to do like Tiger Scorpion or anything. I guess we roll. Ooh. Got our crab. We're definitely in like... it would be very nice to not lose these next few rounds. To try to get this Scorpion off the ground. Holy cow, that's probably the best possible outcome for us. They killed a unit to give another unit a ton of stats, and then we just killed it with one Scorpion. Very solid. Why don't you go ahead? I mean, you know what? I actually think that the crab probably has to go. Give me this. I think our Scorpion can... Basically, that's a 1-4. It's not that bad. Of course, I would love to see some better foods, but we can't replace the held foods, so maybe an apple has, like, more... Ooh. This would be rounds that go insane to not lose. For the love of God. It's also very funny to me that, like, the best counter to our run, as we lose this one, would be, like, a 1-1 Scorpion. But let's just pray that that doesn't happen. I'm going to say this. And then I'm going to say we don't buy the other one. I am going to sell. We'll buy you. Now let me think about this. If I buy you, I go to 5. I sell you, I go to 6. That allows me to purchase the chocolate, take you to level 2. Which then allows me to get a cow. I don't want this to happen, but it would be so funny to just be blown out by a 1-1 Scorpion right now. It would be... How droll, Niles. It's a very strong team. Like this... Okay, you still killed me? It's annoying how strong that team is. Sorry, I was trying to have fun. I guess having fun is illegal. I'd rather just run level 2 penguin... Boar, moose, I don't even know what you had, okay? I'm just joking. You know, life goes on. Long after the thrill of living is gone. I'm really coming around to the goose here. Let me be like a sour mushroom. Don't worry, it's an indica. That hurts. I'm coming around either way to the goose, though. That extra, like, 1 attack that it takes off... makes a big difference. Or can make a big difference. And then we're keeping apples around to, like, buff units to help out our ladybug. I mean, a 2-cost apple is just good. Especially... some really strong teams we're going up against here. Holy cow. It's really good if we get a rabbit, like, on level up, too. Dolphin's good. I guess I would sell... Purchase this and put it on a goose. Buy me, sell me. 2-cost apple, put it on a goose. Add a dolphin to the squad. I think that's the best we could do there. 7-7 level 2 goose. A sniper, a little ladybug. I love democracy. There we go. Finally, our first win. Whoo. You're gone. But thank you for your service. We got some incoming levels, potentially. There's about to be a Donkey Kong kill screen for those of you interested. That's not what we want to see. That is not what we want to see. I'm sorry to say. But if we could just get an otter, a jellyfish, or a regular fish of the non-jelly variety, I would be pleased. And I'm sorry, I will draw to I'm beating a lemur team or a meerkat team. I will not lose to a meerkat team. It would be too disastrous for my ego. Go ahead and take a croissant. We need to go fish here. I would love to get this level 2 jellyfish off the ground before our dolphin or our otter, but beggars can't be choosers. I guess at the end of the day, I would just take what I could get. Least effective snipe. They're going to have a 4-4 dog. We're just barely cresting over the surface here. Not a big fan of the apples at this stage. Take some meat for a minute. I was just going to say, don't forget about a pineapple. I'm going to take my level because it gives us jellyfish stats. It's tempting to get a llama out there. But I've rolled by it. Okay. It would be really nice to get a jellyfish in one of our 2 remaining shop spots. If we don't, it's okay, but it's very bearish for the long term, I would say. But we've been doing great in the mid game. I think it's 4 straight we've rattled off here, and we've got some pivotal sections on the squad. Like we could hit you with this. We'll sell you, buy you, sell you, buy you, roll once, buy you. It's like a pretty good turn of events. But we do still have very bad scaling. Like, it's really just the jellyfish, so that feels bad. On the other hand, we're still winning, and I don't think I need to tell you that that feels good. But it feels like every round is like a little bit more tenuous. Okay, this is a sell me, buy me. Buy me, that's actually pretty good luck. Sell me. And then I would just basically buy you for stats for now. Still, I think we're a little bit behind the curve, and we'll, like, because we got our level 2 jellyfish so late, we'll suffer the consequences of that for like a little bit, but we might have gotten it in time that it's not too catastrophic. I mean, we've now won 6 in a row, so it feels like we're cresting in a good direction. Give me this, and then we got genuine chocolate. In the rotation, I should say. Level 3 dolphin. Definitely, you have to go. You have to go. I mean, that's not even a contest that you have to go. You probably just add a penguin to the squad. Starting next round. We don't have, like, good feint triggers. Emu doesn't really do anything for us. Scorpion's kind of crazy with it. But, I mean, maybe you just got your fill of a scorpion on the last run anyway. Double bus. Double bus. Okay, you're going to crush me. Definitely crushed me on that one. Very strong team. You've ended my winning streak. You're losing me my jury. Sell me, just because you sell for the most, and I don't want you to steal any buffs. Buy me, sell me. 10 gold. Buy me, buy me, buy me. Incredibly good for the jellyfish. Great pivot. Roll me again. We're going to sell the otter next turn. If we could get like a level 2 bird of paradise out there, I'm feeling pretty solid. I'm realizing now we're going up against, I was just going to say, some teams with some very, very strong units. But there is no but. We're actually way more in trouble than I thought we were. Equipment can make up for that. I was just going to say, if we can get some good green peppers out there, you never know. Well, the order on this kind of sucks. Maybe we don't buy the chocolate just because our units are kind of far away. I think we buy a green pepper for you. You need to be able to attack twice. It's a sell, a buy. We had to do it in that order because, like, we have to buy that. We want to give our chocolate to the bird of paradise, but we also want to purchase a cow. Like, it's too good not to buy it, basically. So when we buy the cow, we would have to make 2 spaces in order to put the chocolate on a bird of paradise. And I don't want to sell any of these units, especially when we're losing so much HP. So the jellyfish, in theory, can scale itself. So let's set it up like this. We're buffing a unit that can't scale itself as easily. We don't really need any more green peppers. Moose is also good, but we kind of we picked our poison. We did not really improve very much on this turn for how much weight I put on it. My equipment! Wait, it's not that bad. They made a gamble and the gamble didn't pay off. Okay, we're back. My confidence is returning. Go ahead. Go ahead. Chocolate would go insane here. It's okay. Life goes on or whatever. Take some of that. There's just not a great melon target right now. Maybe the dolphin once it gets more stats, but for now I think the pineapple's maybe somewhat important. Am I crazy? Does this team... Does it... No disrespect, does it do anything? I'm just saying. I'm used to seeing 50-50 bisons at this stage of my life. Okay, the Bird of Paradise leveled. It's very nice. At this point, I think I should recognize the dolphin's mostly here to break equipment. So I'm going to give you a green pepper. Perhaps against my better judgment. Let's roll for some levels, maybe. It would be nice. It would be nice. Okay. We're kind of locked into the team we got right now. Not who needed the buff from the penguin, by the way, but so be it. Scorpion still got me, huh? I forgot how that worked. Oh no, the Grizzly's gonna eat me alive. I'm toasted. You know what? Slightly novel strategy. Slug Grizzly. I haven't seen that one too much this week. 6 gold. I really would like to see chocolate or a level, and we'll treat the meat as like a, if we have to, we'll buy it, and I think we do have to. I think we're probably going down with 8. Teams are going to be really strong right now. We actually didn't scale as fast as I think we needed to. Actually, we're going down with 9. Maybe we get to 10 with a little bit of this. And then we're never getting to a level. We're on super lethal. 1 life and 1 win away. You put a green pepper, sorry, a melon on any unit to try to keep it alive. And then literally, at this point, it would actually probably be best to sell this scaler that's not doing anything anymore. And if we could add like a scorpion. Listen, it's possible that we... no scorpion, huh? I guess we'll send out a tiger then. It's possible that we draw. But draws, as you get into the later rounds, are like increasingly rare. So I think that we made a reasonable bet. Always scared when I see... I never take it for granted when I see a Grizzly team. They didn't even need the Grizzly. They had us, you know... They had us from soup to nuts. We did not get a lot of points. Either way, that was good. We had like a 10 and a 9 and then like a weird 6 or something. If you enjoyed the episode, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. I'm enjoying this weekly, and I'll see you next time. See ya!